We're going to come from different directions just to really mess with your heads. And look, guys, we have mics for almost everyone today. You're an artiste project. Oh, okay. Aaron's got his own. All right, drum roll.
Drum roll, please.
You should think of taking us running. You're pretty good at it. We are on TV. But as far as when you turn around, you still don't see yourself. It's kind of weird. Alrighty. We are going to kick it off right here from a West Sider. Katie Harding. Katie, are you here? I hope you did because you filled out a piece of paper. Katie, right here.
Hi, Katie.
Now, I honestly don't know who this is for, but somebody here has a foodism blog.
That's me.
That's you? Aaron, she follows your foodism blog and she loves them. What is your favorite recipe?
They change all the time, you know? I'm into digging up new things, you know? And I don't get to cook a ton because I'm on the road all the time. So when I'm home, it's like an every night affair. So I'm always trying to dig up something new. Yeah, I don't really have a favorite one, so.
Did you learn to cook so you didn't have to do the dishes?
I don't mind the dishes. I think it's therapeutic.
Very cool.
You know?
Mowing the lawn's my thing, so very cool, very cool.
Mine's changing diapers.
Is it?
Oh, good lord.
They're also liars.
My own children's diapers is okay. I think it'd be a weird hobby to have with other people's babies.
I don't know.
That's like the ultimate good Samaritan.
Yeah, that is truly the ultimate.
I'm going to change your son.
Although I don't see a single diaper change.
Look at the box you opened with that one comment, sir.
I do have a son of my own. I changed his diaper.
And he is
I'm about
3 months?
4 months.
4 months. So
45 days away from having
Yes.
his son as well.
that as well.
So we'll see. Diaper time.
He can give you some tips. Well, in theory.
No, I had this
science, Jeff.
I had this
I
thought.
think
and
we
I
need
was
to
like,
move on to the next. Look what you did to me.
I got one tip though. In
Okay.
Canada, I don't know about here, but when my baby was born, they don't have baby wipes at the hospital. So bring baby wipes.
The baby?
Here in America, we have baby wipes everywhere. There's baby wipes here somewhere, I'm sure.
She's got some here.
There's baby wipes within 20 feet, apparently.
There you go. It's America. That's how we roll here. All right, Bethany Steele from Chandler. Bethany from Chandler. There's Bethany right there. We'll go to the harmonic guys first. When you write your music, what do you write first, the lyrics or the music?
For us, very often the music comes first. Or they're just two completely separate things. Actually, we were just talking about this the other day. We had a song on our EP called I Am that started out, it was one of the few songs on the EP that kind of happened as both at the same time. But the chorus was originally completely different and is now the chorus of a song called Holy Wedding Day that is on our new album. So it just worked out that we didn't love the chorus in that song and wrote something completely different and then used it later, you know? But for us, mostly the music comes first only because I find it's good to have the emotional space musically of what a song is before you try to, you know, so sometimes it's helpful to match what you're trying to say with what something feels like so it feels genuine as opposed to just writing whatever music you're feeling, whatever emotion you're feeling, because they don't always line up.
I think it's always different, yeah. I mean, it can just depend on, you know, I write a lot of lyrics on airplanes, just in my phone, you know, so then you read it and I'm more inspired by like an idea than I am like, oh, I wrote this big musical scape, so I'm gonna write lyrics to it. I'm more inspired by like one little thing that'll give me a certain mood to write a certain type of thing, you know what I mean? So, yeah.
Let's stand there. We'll stay with you on that, Aaron. Pick a song from one of the songs that you've written in the last few years that has a really unique, inspirational beginning.
Oh, sorry.
I got deep there. I apologize.
I got in trouble
But something,
for-
something.
I got in trouble for talking too much yesterday, so I'm trying to...
You did not.
You know, trying to be quiet, you know. I think I'm just gonna sit here. No, I don't know. I feel like I'm constantly chasing like the most honest song possible, you know? Like I think that like, whether it's worship music or an almost song or whatever it is, I feel like I'm always chasing like the most honest content I can catch, you know? So for me, I think in the last couple of years, it's been, I'm trying to think. There's a song I wrote in 2006 called Dirty and Left Out, which is probably one of the most honest songs I've ever written. And I think to me, that one comes from an extremely unique place that would be an extremely long conversation if I went into it. But it's from a really weird personal spot, and I've talked about it a lot in public, but today's the wrong day, so.
No, you guys, I'm not going to let you get away with that. I'm going to choose your song, just because, I mean, Manifesto resonates with a lot of people. And I've heard this story, but it is such a beautiful story on how the song came to be. So can you spend 30, 45 seconds on that?
Yeah, well, Manifesto started out musically first. I was playing around on my piano and came up with the piano hook, and that was that. And then we sort of brought it together at the band and started jamming out the music and sort of feeling it out. And called it Manifesto and then put it away. So we had no lyrics. We knew what we wanted it to be, because a manifesto is like a declaration. The word is like, you know, you might have heard it used like the Communist Manifesto. It's like a tome of, this is what we agreed on. This is what we believe in, you know? And so we said, okay, that's great. And then we basically wrote the rest of the songs for the EP and then went into the studio to record the EP and brought with us the Apostles' Creed, the Nicene Creed, Lord's Prayer, just these really historic, like universal things in the Christian faith. You know, no matter what tradition you come from, it probably finds its basis in one of these three documents. You know, and so we just sort of basically took those and then argued about them for 2 hours, and you know, we had papers strewn all over the control room while we sorted out exactly what we wanted to say in that as universal Christian ideas. You know, and so amen became this beautiful word because it was like, yeah, I agree, you know, and let it be. In the middle of this song that captures these historic documents, I guess. And so that's kind of how that came together. And what's cool for us is that the story behind that comes from something that's been going on in our city for the last 10 years, which is this cool organization called True City, which is really just a partnership of churches from a bunch of different denominations who are really doing tangible good together in the city to just bless the poor. And so we all actually go to different churches and have been a part of that movement for the last decade or so.
Very cool. We got a drummer question, so we're going to go to our resident drummers here. We'll go with Josh first. Philip Duncan from Peoria. Philip's over there. Philip has a son who's been playing drums for about a year. What would you recommend to help him improve?
A lot of my passion came from just playing to my favorite albums and records, whether it be, you know, some of the Christian records, some mainstream records, and little record maybe. It's Only Chasing Safety, maybe found its way in there a few times. But yeah,
Whenever you say that, I feel like I'm wearing my underwear. Only. I'm sitting here.
Yeah, I mean, playing along with your favorite records.
What about you, Aaron?
I think that the fact that as a father that you're asked, where are you? I think that the fact that as a father you're asking that's the ticket, right? Like having a family who will put up with a kid learning to play drums. I've played drums my whole life, and I remember as a kid, my parents loved Jesus, and they really brought us up the right way. We didn't have any money. My dad he put in irrigation systems, and the first drums that I ever got, I remember coming home from first grade or kindergarten or something, and it being there and just knowing that my family couldn't afford this drum set. It was like this crazy, it was like it fell out of the sky to me as a kid. And I later found out, later in life, that my dad had traded a job to this doctor in town. And he said, "How much will it be, Mr. Gillespie?" And my dad goes, "I want that." And the guy gave it to me. But I think support from